Welcome back. All right, and so today what we're going to talk about is this Browning drop-in knife that we got from Gear Pack. All right, so for starters, it does have a couple finger slots there. It feels really nice in the hand either way. It does have a belt clip, non-reversible, as you can see, because there's two screws here. There's only one on this side, so it's non-reversible. All right. It is a Linerlock. It does have good retention. It can be used one-handed, but this one is a little bit difficult. The thumb stud is difficult to use, but there's a reason for that. Okay, so now for starters, we're going to try this one. Now, this is not a new blade. I have been using this blade, so we're going to see here. But as you can see, it still cuts relatively nicely, pretty sharp. All right, so now the nice thing about this one is, of course, the fact that it comes with a nylon pouch, but you also have other blades. So you've got gut hook, got a nice thick blade there, a standard work, like razor blade type work, then you have a very thin one right here. Now, at first I didn't really know how to put this one together. I did have to do a little bit of additional research. Now, I have not used any of these other blades. This is the only blade I've actually used. So, and, alright, it comes with that too. So, alright, so, now, the thumb stud has a little button on here. So you push the thumb stud in, and then right here on the back of it, right above the thumb stud, is a frame lock that releases the drop-in blade. Now, initially, the original knife came with 3 of these, 1 plus 2 additional ones. Then Gear Pack also sent us 2 additional packages of 12 blades. So, like this is this one here. As you can see, we have 2 more of the standard clips there, and then we have this really, really nice thin one there. That one, I believe, is a trout blade, is what they said. So, something for cleaning fish. I'm still not exactly sure what this is, but I'll look it up later. Alright. But, so far, I'm pretty impressed. I've been carrying it around, using it at work. Kind of putting that work on that blade right there. And as you can see, it's still relatively sharp. In the last one, we have another standard razor blade. Then we have a Tonto style blade, I believe. And then we have a couple. Then we have a razor blade type with a serration, rather aggressive serrations. And this one here is just a regular drop point with a small bit of serration on the bottom. Now, me personally, oh, there we go, just like that. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of the serrated blades, but they have them on there. So, all right, so we're gonna put these back in here. Close it up. But it was pretty nice of Gear Pack to include these additional blades. So. Slide this. Okay, so now then, to put the blade in, we're going to go with this larger blade here, right? You just simply it's almost like that one doesn't quite fit it. We'll go with this smaller blade here. almost like Gear Pack sent us some incorrect blades. Because normally it just slides right in just like that. So it looks like some of these blades might not actually go with this particular knife, which is kind of disheartening, unless I'm doing something drastically wrong here. So that might be a negative for Gear Pack, because that is one thing I just barely noticed. It does not look like these ones actually go in there. So I'm going to have to do some additional research on that. Alright, well, we'll get back to just the knife itself. That's what that's for. Alright, but this knife also has really good bite. So you can see here, and I've actually used this a little bit, and it still retains its edge. But as you can see, you can make some very small curls there. So this will be good for making tender. Very, very nice cuts. Still retains its edge. Now we're going to try one more thing here, because any good knife alright, and so we can't throw sparks with the Browning also. So there we are. So I'm going to have to look at some more of these blades, because it doesn't make sense that they would include blades that we can't use. So there's probably got to be something going on with that I have to look into a little bit deeper. Now those ones are the exact same blade. So this one I believe will go in. I'll give this one a try here. So that one does go in. And you have a very, 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 very fine blade there. Go ahead and we'll give that a shot. Alright, so okay, I was hitting it below the blade. So the blade is just the tip there. So alright, so that additional blade is very, very sharp as well. And then it folds down. It does look a little bit weird because it's a much smaller blade. But that's the one that they use for filleting fish. Because that's when they call it the trout blade or something. I'm looking at this a little bit deeper because the way that they drop in, like this one here, oh, that's the original blade. Ooh, I don't even know which is the original blade. They all still look the same. That's actually a good thing because, like I said, this thing, I've been using it and it retains its edge very nicely. It's not centered very well, but that's not surprising considering that this part here is thicker on one side than the other. This side is a little bit thicker, the blade retention system. But all in all, I really like this Browning drop-in knife. I am definitely going to look into this blade situation and figure out what exactly is going on with it, because it's possible those are for a different model, and it's also possible that I just, because I believe that they have to be for a different model, but with this thing here, no, because that would have to really drop in there. And as you can see, if it would drop back there, as you can see here, it extends beyond the possibility for this. So sadly, I think that is for a different knife. Same thing with the razor blades; it just doesn't fit. So I'm gonna have to give GearPack a little bit of negativity on that one. I may have to contact them and find out what's going on with that, because these blades just don't fit. But other than that, the knife is pretty. It's a pretty solid knife. And if I could actually find the knife that these blades go into, I would probably pick it up, because these blades are pretty good. Alright, so that's my review of the Browning drop-in, what do they call it, but yeah, and it's these darker strips here are rubberized, so I can see if your hand's getting wet, you're not likely to slip out. So it's a safe knife to use. Yeah, there you go. I like it. Definitely got to give this one a. I think I like this one better than the Baladeo that we got last month from GearPack, and this is a lot better than a lot of the stuff that we got last year. So, all right. Do me a favor, if you have this knife, if you have these larger blades as well, go ahead and leave in the comments. Since maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe there's a way that I can adjust this thing here. But all right. If this is the first time to your channel, please consider subscribing. I'd appreciate if you hit that thumbs up, hit that bell notification, do all. That way, every time I drop a new video, you'll get those notifications. And have a great night.